Welcome to this demonstration of ADA for purchasing. ADA is an analytics data agent built by TPX Impact. It enables users to ask natural language questions on their company's data. And in this demo, we'll be doing real-time natural language query on a live Oracle eBusiness Suite data source. Users can ask their questions by typing in the main text box, or they can choose from a set of predefined examples. These examples are searchable, and here I'm simply going to return all example questions that are related to purchase orders. Let's start by asking a simple question which will show us the details of a purchase order. And all we need to do is simply enter the purchase order number that we're interested in. And here are the main details about the purchase order. By the way, this query has been built and run in real time. And most importantly, we have security and guardrails in place so that users only access the data they are authorized to view. Let's now continue the conversation, and we're going to ask a few follow-up questions. To start with, which accounts have been charged? And you can see ADA has brought in the charge account details. This information comes from the PO distribution screen in eBusiness Suite. Our next question, has the PO been fully received? With this example, AI has returned a number of PO quantity columns and is then able to advise the user that the PO has been fully received, as the entire PO quantity has been received and there are no items cancelled or still outstanding. ADA makes it easy to navigate between functional areas, and in this case we're going to switch context completely and choose the invoice details related to this purchase order. And here are the related invoice details. And from here, we can carry on the conversation about this invoice. For example, I could ask, when was it paid? Or I can click instead to view the invoice's payment schedule. And this will show all the invoice amounts paid or the amounts outstanding in a single view. And there we are. Let's now return to the home screen and try some more analytical questions. For example, who are our top suppliers? Now this is quite a vague question in that the question itself doesn't contain any metrics and it doesn't contain any filters. But let's see how AI deals with it. And here are the results. AI has made the decision to return the top 10 suppliers based on PO spend, and it's also filtering results just to show data for the current year. And from here, we can ask further follow-up questions, or we can interact with the results. For example, we could see all the underlying purchase order or invoice details. We could drill down to see spend by category, or we could download all the underlying transactions. But let's return to the home screen and ask another analytical question about our suppliers. In this case, we're going to look at unusual supplier spend. And I'm just going to enter the name of the supplier, consolidated supplies, and then run the query. And here are the results. To answer this question, AI has decided to run a query or a historical query showing the summary of items purchased over the last year. And it analyzes this information to understand whether or not there's any unusual activity. And in this case, AI is reporting, yes, there does appear to be some unusual activity. And most significantly, it is down to these sort of vague spare parts that have been purchased. And we can see here that the amounts involved are much higher than what we normally see on a month-by-month basis. So that concludes our demonstration for today. Thanks very much for watching, Please get in touch if you'd like to know any more details about our ADA solution or any other service from TPX Impact.